So you want to know how to do the barbell rack pull. This is a fantastic movement to develop strength in the upper body and also posterior chain. I'm going to show you step by step how to set up and execute with perfection. Now stick around to the end because I'll also show you some really great hacks that you can use to optimize the movement and make sure that you get the most out of every strength training workout. All that and more coming up right after this.
We are the gym that teaches people how to move instead of just exercise, because we believe that health is about performance, not just body image.
Hey, in case we haven't met, my name's Yanni Baumeister. I am one of the founders of Unity Gym and the Foundation Movement System, the gym that teaches people how to move and nourish instead of diet and exercise. Now, we are going to dive straight into this exercise. I've got one of our head trainers and also co-founders here with us today to demonstrate. Let's go. All right, so we're set up here for the barbell rack pull. The barbell rack pull is a progression, or a regression I should say, of the barbell deadlift. And it's a really great way to set the foundational strength and all of the lifting principles so that you learn the cues before we go all the way down to the floor, because that's where the maximal load is on your lower back, and this is a really good preparation movement for that. We also have the option with the rack pull of loading up much heavier than you would be able to do with a full deadlift from the floor, and that provides a really great platform to develop strength in the upper back muscles and also the glutes, the muscles that bring the hips back up to a neutral position. So we're going to get Richie to demonstrate. As far as the grip goes, for the rack pull, it's very simple. We usually grip it straight outside beside the knees. It wouldn't really be very smart to do a wider grip rack pull, just because you may as well just do a deadlift from the floor. The concept of gripping wider shortens the levers in your arm and makes it so that the bar has to travel further to go down. It also increases the load through the upper back, through the traps, and also the rear delts. So we're going to demonstrate a couple of reps. The first thing that I want you to notice is that Richie's shins are vertical. So that's the most important cue for all deadlifts. If we lean forward over the barbell in a deadlift, we interfere with the bar path, and that usually means that the barbell has to travel forward away from your center line. Every inch that the barbell travels forward away from your center line increases the load through the lower back. So it is absolutely the opposite to what we want to be doing. In fact, we often wear shin pads to lift proper deadlifting because we want to be pulling the bar in towards our body, and that generally means that the knurling of the barbell rolls up or rubs up the shins and can take a lot of skin off in the process. Because we're doing a rack pull, we don't have that problem because the bar is elevated to just below the knees or the top of the shins. So we're sort of already past the point where you'd usually create a lot of friction on the shin. All right, Richie, let's go down. We're going to sit down. So we want his hips to go low. This is what's actually referred to as the power position. It's his optimal position to create torque force through the hip. He's going to switch on all of the muscles here, switch the lats on by depressing the shoulders. He's white knuckling the bar, gripping the bar as hard as he can. Sit. He sets the shoulders, which is the second cue, and then he drives out, pushing the floor away, locking out at the top. He's locked at the knees, he's locked at the hips, and he's now locked at the shoulders. Now we slide the bar back down his quads, back into the resting position, sitting back down into that power position. Now, the really unique and beneficial reason why we do the barbell rack pull is because it trains the body to know exactly where that power position is. When we're deadlifting from the floor, we have to find the power position, straighten the shins, and that's where we lift from. But here, we're just reinforcing rep after rep after rep into his nervous system that is his power position. That's where he needs to find the position when he's deadlifting from the floor, and that's going to condition all of the structures in the body, particularly his intermuscular facilitation and coordination and his intramuscular facilitation and coordination, meaning his ability to just do the rep without having to think about it or overthink it. Let's do a couple more reps. Bang, lock out, knees, hips, shoulders. Back down to that power position, bang, lock out, knees, hips, shoulders. So the three cues that I like to use for all deadlifts are sit, sitting down to the power position, set, setting the shoulders down and engaging the lats, and driving out with the feet back up to a standing position. The tempo in these movements are always as fast as you can off the floor. The heavier you get, the slower that will be, but it'll still be reinforcing maximal effort to the central nervous system and muscles. And then on the way down, we control it just enough to be able to do it safely. But to do eccentric loading on a deadlift, unless it's a specific conditioning exercise like a snatch grip deficit deadlift, where we're forcing the body through an extreme range of movement to prepare and condition the deep core musculature in the hips and lower back, we don't usually use tempo on a deadlift. The risk versus reward is just not worth it. Hope you like that video, tribe. We go live daily with our UniTV morning motivation show. We talk about everything to do with health and fitness. Make sure you subscribe so that you can join the conversation live. Remember, hit the notification bell and you'll be notified every time a video goes up. We also do tutorials just like this one every week. Until next time, thanks for joining us. By step, the setup and what you need to know to maximize your squat. Sorry, I got lost there.